Hey everyone, it is Sunday night and time for a Parachat. We want to focus on Jane tonight a little bit, and plus I got some things to talk about. Shayna, Bama, Mom, how's everybody doing? So yeah, I'll get into some of the things that I did this past week and uh, schedule changes for this upcoming week and stuff. Looks like the notifications are going out. So we'll get into that here in a little bit. But I hope everyone's had a good weekend. It's been pretty interesting weekend. Weather's been all right, that's for sure. It's kind of windy yesterday, though. Jane, Bama says hi to you. Okay. Got some more people coming in, looks like. Hey, sis. I was actually looking at this article I'm going to read to you here in a minute. Hey, John, how are you? And it is hot in here. That's for sure. This shed got hot. I don't know. That's not fun to work in the rain for sure. Not at all. Okay. So let's see. Let me get this article up so I don't. There we go. So one thing I will say is when you're, let me get this camera on. So when you're working on looking up and investigating places and stuff, and we've been using newspapers.com, you'll never. It's kind of like opening Pandora's box in a way, because once you open up an article, you can see the other articles around them, and there's all kinds of things. So I was working on Abe Price investigation this past week and went to a place called Marshall. It's in Madison County, North Carolina. And so in doing some of the research there through newspapers.com, I found another article that was attached to the newspaper, or was part of the newspaper. And it's called the Coward case. The last name is Coward. And the article starts out with Miss Lottie Coward, I'm sorry, is charged with shooting to death her husband, the late Shuford R. Coward, at their Spring Creek farm home. On Friday afternoon, April 27th, and this is back in 1928, by the way. 1928, April 27, 1928. Following an alleged quarrel and fight between the pair, during which she has stated that her husband fired 2 shots with a revolver, which later came into her hands. So he shot 2 rounds, and she got the gun. And when she did, she shot him twice, and shot him twice in the head, killed him instantly. Now, I'm under almost the belief that that he probably never had the gun. And if he was he shooting, did he miss her intention? I mean, what was going on there? And how did she get the gun away from him? Was he drunk? I mean, it doesn't have that in the article if he was drunk or, whatever. But either way, she shot and killed him, and then she ended up having to go. And there were no eyewitnesses, by the way. And I haven't been able to find much more on that article, but I thought it was interesting that that this woman shot and killed her husband. Hey, Donnie, how are you? Somehow got the gun away from him. Doesn't say how. Just say that she ended up with the gun. So either way, this is how we come across these investigations and stuff to do, and this is what we're trying to do, is investigating things that are not really well known, and to see if there's any paranormal activity within things like these cases and stuff. Will we be able to go to cemeteries, or if we're able to visit these places that these have happened, will we get any paranormal activity? And so you never know what we might catch. That's for sure. And like I said, we came across that article just reading about another article. And you can just go on the newspapers.com. It does cost, I think it's like 74 a year, 74.99 a year, something like that, I think. But it's well worth it, because especially if you're doing investigations in places, you might want to find out some more information about a place you're going to. That's good to have. Now, I will say this. Back in, let's say the late 1800s, early 1900s, maybe even mid 1900s, you will find articles that may be like 2 or 3 different newspapers. Hey, JoJo, how are you? That's from different, like we have in Asheville. We have this is a Madison County paper. It may be one from Charlotte, and all related to these cases. But you'll hear like or read different hearsays out of it. Hey, AP, how are you? But take for instance, like, okay, I'll make up one. So let's say a shooting happened in Madison County. Let's throw it out there. And the one fact is that somebody was shot and they died. Okay. But in some of these news articles, you can also read where people say, well, I also understood he was stomped to death or he was stabbed to death. And that may never been true, but you'll see those in the article. So they didn't really do their fact checking real well back in the day. But you get the gist of it is, the person was shot and killed for sure. There is one we're working on, the John Pate investigation. You'll see this week, but there's like 2 or 3 articles about him and how he killed Joan, and one was, I mean, they're all stating that he did shoot and kill her for sure. He shot her, but it also, another article stated that he I think stomped her was another one. So that's not confirmed. What is confirmed was she was shot. Did she die? Did she crawl to a home, which is another, or did somebody come to her? So the articles have different things. I hope I'm making sense, but I mean, it's just absolutely. But newspapers.com is definitely a good source. Amy Laney, how's my Texas family doing? Trying to keep up with the chat, guys. But I thought that was an interesting story. I thought I would start the night with. But whatever research you can do is pretty cool. Now, something else I found out, there's an old jail in Madison County in Marshall area that I was at, and it's now a hotel. And I'm going to look into that and see if maybe they'll be allowing me to do an investigation. And I can stay all night, maybe do an overnight and stay and do an investigation and see if there's any paranormal activity in what used to be a jail. Now, I'm going to ask them first if there was ever been any paranormal activity. So if that's the case, then I would definitely like to, I feel like something's poking me in the back. I would like to know if there's any paranormal activity. If there is, I definitely want to go stay the night there if they'll let me do an investigation for sure. So you want to stay there too? I tell you, it's I can't remember where Omar went. He went somewhere. I think it's up north. They have an old prison or jail or whatever. That's a hotel now. So that would be definitely something I want to check out. And then my sister found a place called the Dispensary that was on that same area in Marshall. that had a lot of deaths and stuff in it, and I got to go do some research and see what's there now, and maybe ask those people too if they've had any paranormal activity going on. And I'm still working on the Dewey case. Still working on some investigations. There's 2 possible places that he's died. One article, and that's what I'm saying, back in the day, one article says he died near the mills, the factories, and another one says he died on up the road in between. There's the mills, and then if you go, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles or so up the road, there's a bridge. So somewhere in between there, he died, either at the mills or in between the mills and that bridge. So the mills may be a little harder for me to investigate, simply because there are businesses and stuff there. But I can do the best I can near the river and try, and then I can kind of work my way up through and see if I can. Because I've been to every cutoff place that there is for the river between the mills and that bridge. So, and even beyond it. And so if you've seen our videos at the river, those are the places I've gone to. So, and I actually put one up recently. But anyway, Shane and them do great on their farming and stuff. Excuse me. I admire people who do good on farms. I enjoy seeing my garden grow, and it's not very big. There you go, John. Amy and Laney they like to go places that are haunted, that's for sure. That's good. Yeah, I like spirits that don't bother you, but they might play around with you a little bit and maybe joke a little bit or whatever. Those are the good spirits. You don't want the spirits that scratch you. No way, Jose. Yeah, I mean, good spirits are like the spirits we have out here in the shed. They're all good. I've not had any bad issues with any of them. Let me, yeah. So I think it was all the article I was going to read. And then the Abe Price case, like I said, I was working on, where they fell off the cliffs and died, or where she did. He survived, but was crippled up. Excuse me. He only spent 4 months in jail anyway for that. But where they fell off was near the courthouse. There was a bunch of businesses and stuff down there, and it was. I had to go across the river to try to do an investigation there. So I did the best I could with that. On challenge. Let's see. Places are in Nebraska. I love to just visit Nebraska sometime. Do my first 30-minute long challenge. A little scary stuff. Yeah, those challenges, they look very, very scary and creepy sometimes because you're there by yourself, and I'm like, oh my god. And some of the places that I've seen, like Urban Ghost and them go to, I mean, like even the golf courses when they do those long challenges, it's as creepy as it. I mean, I would love to do them. Yep, spooky once alone. It really is. It can get kind of creepy in here a little bit sometimes. Even the shed out beside my mom's house, it can get creepy in there too. Um, but so here, and I'll mention this again. I mentioned it the other night, but oh god, at that Denver cemetery, I definitely want to go there sometime, Amy. But yeah, that would creep me out. Cemetery in Nebraska. Um, like I said, Um, but anyway, yeah, those 30-minute long challenges are pretty creepy. Me and Marty did a midnight challenge about 3 or 4 years ago on Church Street, where the haunted nun is supposed to be. And that was the biggest creepiest part about that was you're in downtown Asheville. You never know what's going to sneak up on you. But we were in good shape. There was constantly cops driving through, so not exactly down where we were at, but just driving on the streets beside us. So that was good. So the schedule I want to do this week is a little bit different. There will be no podcast on Wednesday this week. And I'm not going to do a Sunday night investigation next Sunday because it's 4th of July. So what I want to do this week is put 2 videos up. One will be the John Pate, and I'm not sure what I'll do about the other one. I do have a Ghost 2 video, and I have Helen's Bridge. So I'll find, I got 2 Helen's Bridges, so I need to put one up for sure at some point in time. But I'll definitely have 2 videos up this week. It's going to be a busy week for us anyway. And then I'll be back on the 7th for our podcast with Bama. Bama will be up here on the 7th for our podcast. And anyway, that's the schedule that's coming up. Yeah, you got to try to do your best to focus on spirits and kind of not focus on what, spirits try to bombard me a lot, especially I've got it down pat at Helms Bridge. It don't really bother me there anymore, so I don't let them. But yeah, you got to try to focus on who you're looking for if you can. But don't ignore the spirits totally because there may be someone to come through and needs something to say, or maybe need maybe some help getting to the other side. So I try not to always ignore them, but I try to focus on. Like tonight, I want to focus on Jane, but I'm sure Robert and Emma want to play too, without a doubt. Okay, so I want to actually turn this camera off a second. I want to flip the camera around and get it on Jane again, and get all the equipment on. Give me just a second. Okay, I think I'm back. Got everything set up. I want to actually turn on the SB11 and see if the temperature gauge will hit tonight too. Okay, spirits, you can touch the equipment. You know how that works. Let's see. Hope it ain't too dark. All right. So Jane's in what I call the hot seat now. And if it's too dark, let me know and I'll brighten it up a little bit. But I'm going to turn on the ghost tube and see if we can hear your words come. Thank you, spirits. If that was a K or the SB11 rather. And the reason why I keep it beside me for people who may be new is because I have to hit the reset button. I don't have to get up ever so often to hit it. So, all right, Spirit, you can talk to me in this device. It's in my right hand. And you can tell me who's with us tonight. That'll happen sometimes, Bama. for sure. Sometimes there's certain, thank you, spirits. There's certain, what was I going to say? Certain flashlights that can set off the K2. I always have, I check mine. That mine don't, but there's certain ones. Thank you, spirits. Get the K2. Got head. That's me doing that. Trying to get it turned up. Make sure it's loud enough. Jane, can you light something up? Your little toy ball or the REM pod? I scare people. Oh, wow. Nail. You had a spirit that was around you that really wanted to be seen, didn't you, Bama? There you go. I love Oreos. Thank you, spirits. K2 is getting lit up a little bit there. Thank you. Snowman, how are you? That's me doing that. Anytime I get near the phone or put my arm near the phone, it does that. We welcome you. Thank you for being here. Can you touch the antenna over here beside me again and light this other box up? Us. Now, one thing about Jane is she is stubborn. So to get her to do anything is a stretch. So, I wanted to kind of put her in the hot seat tonight because I wanted her to do that. Thank you, spirits. Around. Spirits, can you tell me who is the one touching the antenna beside me? Okay, so I got thank you for doing that. K2's going off. So interesting investigation that I did the other day with the ghost tube. I didn't get a lot. Not a lot of words came through, but K2's going on. Thank you. Thank you, spirits. My phone did it. I didn't do that to the phone. Anyway, what was I? Oh, so the ghost tube, I didn't get, like I said, I didn't get a lot, but I asked the spirits to light the K2 up. I said, can you light this box up? And the word it came through was candle. And I was like, okay, yeah. Wow. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, Jane. Jane's want to be known a little bit tonight, looks like. Can you do that again, Jane? Record. Yeah, light the candles up. If that's what you think that is. That's apparently what the spirits at the cemetery thought it was. Thank you. Jane, touch that antenna again. Light that up. And put your name in someone's device. Elizabeth. And we was talking about Elizabeth a while ago. The noise was me. Is that what you got, sis? Oh my goodness. Who are you? K2's lighting up good again. Thank you for doing that, Kelly. Ancient Times and Edward. Oh my goodness. Thank you for doing that, spirits. Let me move my microphone around a little bit. Okay. Jane, turn your light on over there, that little ball. Light it up too. Okay, Amy. Comply. Thank you, spirits. That's me doing that. This thing is the ghost tube right now is lit up pretty good because it usually has like a green sensor bar, and it's almost in the yellow. It's like the magnetic, I guess, force in the room. Thank you, Jane. Jane, say your name in someone's device. Fortune and Abigail. Thank you, Jane. Usually it's Ryan, but the bear up top it makes that go off, and or the REM pod where Jane's at on the chair. Looks like Jane's wanting to be known tonight. If Anna says please, please, please put your name in it. Star. You can be a star if you put your name in someone's device, because everybody's going to want to see that. Can you touch this antenna beside me now? Amy says please do. Look, I need to actually want to scoot around a little bit. That's me moving. Talk. Yeah, spirits, talk. Talking to this device. Thank you, Jane. Doing Morse code, Jane. Thank you, Jane. Branches. I heard a big tap on, like just to the right of Jane above her head. Now I hear fireworks. That first one wasn't a firework. Jane, you're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. Ten and choice and damage. Annie. Mom. I didn't say no words, and all of a sudden they start popping up. Boom, 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 boom. That's the thing about StreamYards. It does sometimes take a while for words to come through. 14 and Sam. Drink. Can you tell me the person's name? Can you tell me your name who lit this box to the right of me up and touched the antenna over here beside me? He's coming. Who's coming? You know, Jesus is coming back one day. That's going to be good. Quiet. graveyard. Worry. What are you worried about, spirits? Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Robert. I don't know if that's Robert in the K2 up there or not. But I did instruct Jane to do that earlier, so thank you, Jane. She's really gonna lie that night. Julia, nice. I'm not really getting anything coming through the ghost tube. It's not really doing anything tonight. You know Jane is. Thank you, Jane. Everybody's saying good job. So I want to get over and get into the Spirit Talker app. Uh, Ghost tube is. I don't know what's going on with it lately. It's like it's not picking up a lot. I don't know if it's my phone or what. It's like, it's not. Thank you, Jane. Joe. Thank you, Jane. Can one of you spirits light this box beside me up? Pulse. Make it go to red, touching Santana beside me. Can you do that? You are nice. Thank you, spirits. Suffering. Sorry, you're. So I got the word we. Sorry, you're suffering, spirits. Let me know if you use the Spirit Talker. I know my mom and sis does. Let me know if you all do. Holy. Thank you, Jane. Disturb. No, describe. I'm sorry. Only word I've gotten is we. Hilda. So, oh, Hilda. That's the name Hilda. I used to know a lady named Hilda years ago. Would you help? I can try to help you, spirits, but I don't know what you need help with. Jane, can you light your toy up in your lamp? There's another tab. There's behind, right in behind where all the dolls are at. That feel. Thank you, Jane.
It happened here.
It happened here. Thank you, Jane. What happened here? Share. Hurt. Mela. Hey, Jenny. No, you're fine. You're not late. We're just getting going. Jane's working for us tonight. Oh, it specializes. Yeah, Jane's been. Thanks. Welcome. Thank you, Jane. 12. Thank you, Jane.
Heavy.
Heavy. What's heavy? Hey, Doris, how are you? Yes, Amy, she's doing real good tonight. Usually she's pretty quiet. I said earlier she was stubborn. She's showing me up tonight. Melissa, I have regrets. K2's been kicking good. Thank you, Robert, George, whoever's doing that up here. Forward circle.
Sacred ground.
Sacred ground. Why is this sacred ground? Why is it sacred to you for? Or why is it? Negative. Thank you, Jenny. Got me 14, 12, 10. Sounds like high school lottery combination. Kind of does. Lottery numbers. We've tried that lottery number stuff before. It didn't work for us, but we gave it a shot. Ones. Group.
House.
House. Yeah, we did. We gave it a shot. No, it didn't work. I don't know. Maybe the spirits want us to continue to play it several times. That did work. Like these numbers will work eventually. No. So I got house as the last one. Who was the owner of the house that you're talking about? Maybe it means on sacred ground or something. Constant. Well, that's me. Betsy.
Child.
Child. What child are you talking about? Can you give me a name? Excuse me. Thank you for lighting the K2 up. Jane, put your name in somebody's device.
Devil.
Devil, no evil here. Cigarette? Cursed. Who needs a cigarette? Thanks for lighting that up. Oh man. Spirits for knowing what you wanted to do. Thank you. Jane, are you going to light yours back up again? Telling on you, Bella. When this here and Evelyn. Well, if there's a sacred ground to you, probably do.
Surgery.
Surgery. Cemetery. Using my voice. Gently. No. Ryan, are you okay with Jane lighting your REM pod up? Funny thing is, the flashlight, it's up there with Michael on the top shelf to the right. It may prove me wrong tonight, but he just not been doing it lately. But not long after I go to bed, and I tell you what, the other night, let's see, what night was it? I can't remember what night it was. Monday or Tuesday night last week. Thank you, Jane. He lit that flashlight up. I had to check the batteries. It was still good. Sleep. Hey, Rob, how are you? But he lit that flashlight up all night long after we got a storm. He got energized. I am a child. I don't know what child that is, but thank you, Jane. And Robert, you're lighting yours up too. Oh, you're sick. Oh, I'm too young to smoke. Just getting out of work. Blame. Be careful, Rob, going home. Excuse me. Hideous release. Not blame. Yeah, they are. Sometimes they do that when I have it up there with Ryan. They'll do that, but Jane. Window. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane. Jane's having a blast tonight. Storage.
I'm still around.
Okay, I believe you're still around. Or you're still lighting up over there. See if I try to see if I missed any words. I got them all. Plenty. Lord Rob. Drink and leave. Take photo. That's what I'm kind of doing. I'm filming you. Thank you, Jane. And it's funny how they're sometimes going off at the same time, sometimes not.
Manifesting.
Manifest. Don't manifest anything evil. Yes, Jane. Please say your name in someone's device, please. Natural. Delusional. Good Lord, Rob. Down and dirty. Down and dirty. That's two interesting words come up at the same time. Getting down and dirty.
Decide.
Decide. Thank you. And for a while, like Jane wasn't doing nothing. I had to get all her energy back up again. Your name. Okay, Jane, that's cute. Well, that's good, Rob. Thanks for lighting the K2 up. Playing cards. Who knows what they're doing, man? Floorboards. Button.
Ruth.
Ruth. I had an Aunt Ruth one time. Didn't know her. Yeah, that's right, sis. Jane, can you say your name Jane into someone's device? Oh Lord, Amy, I do too. I hope it don't hit you at all. Harry. I don't want any bad storms here either. Because usually what you get, we get right behind it, unfortunately. Thank you for lighting that up. Oh Lord, that's very close, 25 minutes from you. That's not good. Y'all stay safe up there.
Quiet.
Quiet. I gotta talk a little bit. Okay, Amy.
Julie.
Julie. Tear. Emotional. Well, I bet not, Rob.
Mabel.
Mabel. I was in Nashville, Tennessee many years ago. There was one, I don't know how far it was from us, but you could hear it, but we didn't get anything out of it, but just some rain, but that was scary. Woman, circumstance. Thank you, Jane. Okay, I want to try let's do the necrophonic. Just let me know what you hear, and whatever you hear from the necrophonic, yep. Just put a star beside what you hear. That way I'll know you heard it from the necrophonic. Approach and distract. Jane, can you say your name in this device so we can hear it? Call, huh? Love you, Jane. Guess. I'm a child. That's the second time now. Thank you again, Jenny. Hey. I say leave. No, I'm gonna stay. Respect. Thank you, Jane. Oh, Lord, Doris. I'm sure that was scary, Ron. Hello. There. Say hers. Is it me? Okay, Rob, be safe. Banner. All. Not Rob. He pushed. Mentioned. Use camera. I'm using the camera, spirits. Looks like makeup. All. Thanks. Can you push that pink one down there and make that bell go off? Here. Michael, make your flashlight go off up there. Or wait till I go to bed and do it. Sure. Okay, Shane. Memory here, comma. What's that word? Later, important. Oh, well, I don't know what the heck that was. Gone. Party. I think it said party. Thank you, Jane. Brianna. Contain. Robert, can you light your ball up? Recording, man. I don't know what that was. Portal. I think it said come on. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Manufacturing. I can't. Thank you, Jane. Can't wait to use this equipment sometime in like Hell's Bars Dam or Brushy Mountain or something like that. I'd love to see how that stuff does there. Inside. Thank you both for doing that. Okay, I want to stop the necrophonic. For now at least. I guess I'm going to go back to the ghost tube and just kind of let it do its thing if it does. Sometimes the necrophonic kind of gets to me over time. No, I'm not frightened. Get out of here. No, I'm going to stay. Jane, you're doing good tonight. Still waiting for you to put your name in someone's device, so this is about you tonight. This is all focused on you. I feel like she wasn't really going to do anything because a lot of times she just don't. Died very recently. Good Lord. Please get out. No, I want to stay. Hey, Christy, how are you? Thank you for doing that, Robert. Robert's being pretty active with his thing. That's good, Christy. Glad you're here. So glad everybody's here tonight. Spears, did you have maybe a liver problem, maybe? Lights and Nana and them. You can use my light over here to draw some energy up if you want. Spears, can you touch this antenna beside me over here? Could be Amy, that's for sure. Understanding. Thank you. Thomas, you got Thomas coming through? Annie? I said child, or it could be Thomas is talking about. And regrets, minutes. Thomas, if you're in here, will you light something up? Thank you, Jane, for Thomas, whoever done that. Thomas, if you are in here, touch this antenna to the right of me. Right over, see my hand, Thomas? Touch this box my hand's on. Make it light up, touch you. 7. He might be roaming around. I felt something poking me in the back earlier. Thank you, Jane. 18. Could have been him playing around. Thank you, Jane. That's me. Okay, Amy. Thank you, Robert, for lighting yours up there.
Apologize.
Apologize? For what?
Cable.
Cable? Welcome back, Shayna. Feel. Yeah, K2's doing good, isn't it? Trust you.
They're here.
They're here. Who's here? Oh, Lord. Probably somebody from the newspaper. Someone used to work for the newspaper? We were talking about newspapers earlier, you know. I don't know if that means that or not. That's what they're talking about. Joseph? Riding a motorcycle. Are you looking through the newspaper? Jane, you're doing good. I'm proud of you tonight. You can't get her to do nothing. Because I don't know if Thomas is here or not. I'm trying to get him to hit this antenna beside me here. But unfortunately, nothing has been touched, so not really sure. Because he knows how to do those things. And occasionally I'll get like orbs and stuff, but for the most part, when at nighttime, I mean, that flashlight seems to want to go after I'm not in here. Real and Betsy. I got Betsy earlier. Yeah, he likes the K2, don't he? Concern. Thomas, go over and touch that box with the green light. Concern. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jenny. Yes, please share. Please hit the like button. Do appreciate that. Help? Who needs help? Box it up. Thank you. Thomas, was that you who did that? Can you do it again? Oh, thank you, Jane. I'm not sure if that's Thomas over or not. And enrichment. Yeah, like I said earlier, I felt like something was poking me in the back. and kind of like not real hard, like a tap, So that makes sense if it was Thomas that did it, because he'd be like a kid, just tapping. That's me. Mary, my grandmother's name. My mom's mom. Angel, Rachel,
Forward.
Ford. Jane, can you tell me why you don't like to put your name in people's devices? What is the explanation for that? Candle? Talked about that earlier. Ford earlier, yeah. Christian. Thank you for lighting that box up. Good. Edwarden. That's different. Okay. Who are you, Edward? Who do you belong to, or whose house? Plane flying kind of low. Whisper, a surge. Victorian time. That's a different name. Eliminate. 1901 and 1910. I've never heard that name before. It was kind of interesting to see that come up.
Apologize.
Apologize. I don't know what I'm apologizing for, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, like I said, it's a different name for sure. Thank you for lining that up.
Cable.
I said cable twice. What cable are you talking about? Bang. Reference the time of King Edward. Doorway. Woman here. You said cable twice. I'm not hot. Yeah, it's pretty warm in here. Okay, you said cable twice. What do you mean by cable? Hey, Lori, how are you? Jane, are you being stubborn again? Doing good, Lord. Thanks for being here. That noise, like that noise, that's if I get too close to my phone. It does that for some reason. Rosemary. Not Mary or not Rosemary. Thank you for lighting that up. Scared. Yeah, baby, it is. They've been real good with the K2 tonight. Very happy with them for doing that. Emma? Oh, what was that? Sound like something like, thank you for lighting that up. Like to the right of me, up on top of the attic part of it here. It's like something got moved.
Clown.
Clown? Who's talking slowly and Auntie? Who moved something up on the shelf? Gently, gently. But yeah, it's like somebody that's like moved something, like hit it and moved it. Clary, that's twice tonight. Garlic. Jane, are you going to do anything else? I'm going to shut this down soon. Really would like your name on one of these devices. I think if we aggravate her enough about, she'll eventually do it. Darling, yeah, yummy. Like garlic toast and things like that. Introduction. Okay, Jane, you got about 10 minutes and I'll be shutting it down. Thank you, Robert, or whoever's lighting that box up there. Scares me. Who scares you? I don't know who scares who, but I'm hearing taps all around here too. He shouts. Who shouts? Jones in effect. Thank you for lighting it up. Lucy. Your name Lucy Jones, maybe? I don't know that. Girl. No. It could be your Lucy. Damn, that's for sure. Bird. Thank you for lighting that box up. That's what I got was clown. I don't know what they mean by clown. Jamie, you gonna light your box up anymore? That's me moving. A lot. I was wealthy. Got dough, and I was wealthy. Where's your money at? I done gotten in a lot. Dough, I was wealthy and a lot. So you had a lot of money. Where's the money at? They all like to share in the wealth. 1970s. Gun? Carl. Okay, Jenny.
Third.
Third. That's right. Show me the money. Thank you for lighting that up. Spirits, is the money buried on this land that I'm on by chance? Can you say that in the vice if it is? Oh. Okay, Lord. Us and water. Friendly. Thank you, Jane. She's not giving up yet, is she? Thank you, Jane. Friendly twice. We do have, we talked about having friendly spirits earlier, so maybe they're trying to let us know they are friendly for sure. I'd like to know where the money is. Spirits, can you tell me where the money is? Church. I mean, I'm assuming that's what I meant. Like a lot of wealth or something. Thank you, Jane. Come here and find. That's right. Show me the money. Where is it at in here? On this land or wherever it's at. Grave and tax. You owe taxes on your money? There's a firework. You have to show us all the money. Jason. Thanks for lighting it up. Hey, Genocide. What is up?
Picture.
Picture. Talking about the picture behind the penguin. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but somebody's shooting some fireworks. So. Okay, Jeannie. Welcome back. Lights. Thank you, Jane. Coffee. Growl. Well, my last word was picture. Foundation and happy. Okay, I'm going to shut this down, guys. Yeah. I think they're getting tired anyway. Jane, you done good tonight. You've done really good. Give and copper. Yeah, could be about the newspaper articles for sure. Banana. Screaming. Yes, thank you, Jane. Thank you all spirits who participated tonight. Go ahead and get, let me go to get this stuff in just a second, guys. Oh. Thank you all again. You stay where you're at. All right. So, oh, like to talk. So we've had an interesting night of investigation. Thank you all for helping me out with the words that y'all are getting and stuff from what you heard in the necrophonic and so on. Jane was very active tonight. Oh, hey, Cody, how are you? And Tony, how you all doing? But Jane and Robert, I mean, all these spirits were very active tonight. And I say Thomas was probably in here playing around because I did get poked in the back earlier. Don't know what that was. It was tapping on top, or like it almost moved something up there. I'm not really sure what it was. Do I know how old Jane is? Not exactly. Um, we're thinking pre-teen to teens, somewhere in that neighborhood, I think. Never have gotten a definitive answer on that one. Constant, but she's young. I'm pretty sure of that. And hopefully they'll do some stuff tonight on the security camera. If there's anything major, big happens tonight, I'll definitely put it on TikTok and Twitter. But yeah, I mean, it's now the other things going on. Thank you, spirits. Been wanting that to go off for a while. This is now started. Intelligence, yeah, they are very intelligent, that's for sure. Michael, light your flashlight up tonight for me, will you? So I can get that on camera. And I've noticed that, like, when I have the security camera on and it's very, it's dark in here, I've turned that flashlight on. And it stays in that night mode, that gray mode or whatever. But when Michael lights it up, he puts a ton of energy into it, and it just lights this whole room up. I mean, it turns the night camera vision off. It gets so bright. So if you haven't seen that, check out. We got some videos on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter. Yeah, you can see how those things light up pretty good. That's for sure. Hopefully that penguin will move one day. It doesn't. If it does move in the middle of the night, I should be able to pick up on the sound from the bell that's ringing in it. Fate. But anyway, so we've had an interesting night. Jane, you did great. Thank you for not being stubborn tonight. The spirits, stay where you are. Do not attach yourself to anyone. Do not harm anyone. I want you to be peaceful and stay in peace. Lord Jesus, protect us from all harm and evil. Amen. So, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. Like I say, there's no podcast this week and no live stream on next Sunday because of the holiday 4th of July. But on the 7th, like I said, Bama will be up here on the 7th. Hey, Rainbow, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. So I'll be back on the 7th for the podcast with Bama. I'm looking forward to that. So get your questions ready for Bama. You got almost 2 weeks, and be able to ask Bama what you'd like to ask him when he comes up. So I'll have some questions for him as well, and I'll be looking forward to having more guests up as we move along with this podcast stuff. But yeah, hope everyone has a safe week and a wonderful 4th of July. Yeah, I can't wait either, Shana. Cannot wait. And just be careful out there this week and enjoy our independence. You gotta love our free country. All right, guys. So good night, everyone. I love you all, and I will see you on the 7th with the podcast. And be looking for 2 videos coming up this week. I'll have 2 coming up. Good night, everyone. Love you all.